Welcome back. A few videos ago, I showed off a large number of curtain panels that I have thrifted that I'm gonna eventually be using for sewing projects. But that's not all of the fabrics that I have. So today I wanted to show you the other side of my collection, bed sheets and pillowcases. Kind of talk about what I'm planning on doing with these, and I don't know. I don't even know what comes after that. Let's go digging. I'll be right back. The first few things that I picked up are pillowcases. Pillowcases are pretty versatile. My thrift store sells them for 50 cents each. So I picked up a couple of stripy cotton pillowcases. I do try to get brands that are good brands, and I always go for natural fabrics. I might pick up a blend sometimes, but in general, I'm looking for cotton, linen. Nobody needs plastic up against their skin. That's icky. These are 100% cotton, blue and white stripe. I picked these up because I like the look of these. They were... So I just got halfway through this and realized that my camera wasn't recording. So here we go again. Professional. I'm gonna need some rum in this, I think. Okay, try this again. I also picked up a Pottery Barn crib sheet that has this almost minimalist forest scene on it. It has foxes, pigs, and duck, cute little trees. It's 100% cotton. I paid $1 for it. When I brought it home, I saw that there was a stain on it, which, no surprise, it's a crib sheet. But I soaked it in OxyClean, and I soaked it for at least an hour. And I usually do that with all of my bed sheets. I love them, but I also recognize what they are, where people's skin spend a lot of time. And my plan for this is I think I'm gonna use it for some sort of art quilt project. If you watch the D&D wall hanging video, you probably have an idea of what I'm talking about. This is not gonna be something that I wear. It's too small anyway, and I don't necessarily wanna walk around with baby foxes and baby ducks on my shirts. Penguins. There's nothing wrong with that. If you wanna walk around with baby ducks and baby foxes on your shirts, that's fine. But I don't want to do that. But it was really cute, and I love it, and I can't wait to use it. Let me talk about what I have picked up in the past and I've already started to use. One of the first things I'll share is a duvet cover. I was fortunate enough to run into a duvet cover that was from Target. The back panel was a different pattern than the front panel. So this is the back panel. It's not a pattern I would wear, but I use this to practice. Other fancy sewers call it making muslins, I think. I will probably also use this for quilting projects. I'll make it into squares or triangles or something. But this was not the reason why I picked up the duvet cover. The reason why was because of the front, and this is the front. Look at how gorgeous this is. It's got this gray and orange and sandy colored mandala pattern, paisley pattern, I don't know, but it's so pretty. I don't have anything like this in any of my wardrobe. This is one of those fabrics that you hold on to until your skills match the dream that you have for that particular fabric. My vision for this is doing kind of a fitted dress, but I'm not at the point where I can make fitted bodices very well. I'll practice with the back piece. When I use it with this fabric, it turns out exactly how I want it to. This feels different than bedding. It is still 100% cotton, but it's almost like a canvas, and I'm so excited to use it, but it's one of those that I'm scared to cut into until I'm confident in what I'm going to do and that I can do it well. So I'm not quite ready to cut into it yet. but I will be eventually. Next up, in the fabrics I've already used, most of the time I pick up my stuff from Goodwill because it's so flippin' cheap. But when I'm looking for something with maybe a bigger pattern or a special pattern and I just can't find it in stores, I'll go to Poshmark. This was actually a Tommy Hilfiger sheet set, and I think it was king size. So I got a fitted sheet, a flat sheet, and 2 pillowcases for, I think, 30 bucks. And my little thrifter heart is sad that it was 30 bucks, but I have already made a skirt that I love. I've made a practice shirt, not great, but it's fine. I've made a mask out of it. If I'm feeling generous, wear all 3 garments at the same time. And I have also made bag linings with this. So I make tote bags with upcycled fabric on the inside and on the outside with leather handles, and I've lined a bunch of bags with this pattern. And it's got cool little yellow fishes on it, and it's just not something that you really ever see out in thrift stores, especially in this condition. For 30 bucks, I'm happy with that purchase. I am not sad that I spent the money on it because I've gotten enough use out of it already to make that worthwhile. Next up, I have this sheet set that I got from Goodwill. So it was the whole set that I bought, I think, for $5. Again, it is the flat sheet, the fitted sheet, and 2 pillowcases. This was queen size, 100% cotton, and it is from the Thomas O'Brien line from Target. These were so nice. There's a little bit of wear on it. I don't care about that part because I'm gonna cut it up anyway. What really drew me to these, other than the pattern, was they have a really smooth, cool hand feel. I don't know about anybody else out there. I'm such a textile person, and if something doesn't feel good, I probably won't wear it. And that's what I loved about these. These are the types of pillowcases that there is always a cool side. I have already made my first attempt at a shift dress with this. It turned out okay. Not super successful, but I mean, it's not total garbage, but I still have quite a bit of it left. And I will probably cut up parts of this into my next quilt project. Next up, this is a blue and white gingham, 100% cotton. There's no name brand on these, but what I loved about them was, first of all, I've already made a skirt out of it, and every time I wear it, people call me Dorothy, and I should put my hair in pigtails. But what I also really liked about it was that it's got a little more weight to it than maybe these. When I make a garment with this, it has a little more structure. Again, for $1, I bought the top sheet, and for another $1, I bought the fitted sheet. Here's a little hint. You buy fitted sheets, especially the nicer fitted sheets from, say, Target or Brooklinen, you can take the elastic out and use it for other projects. So with those Tommy Hilfiger fish sheets, I took the elastic out and was able to make the ear things for masks and put it in sleeves. And I not only get all that yardage, but I also get a lot of elastic. And then last in the set of things I've already used is, this was my first attempt at a wrap dress. I used a golden yellow striped 100% cotton sheet. Try to figure out how to make a wrap dress with sleeves. This does not have a brand on it. I think it was a queen size, but I'm not positive. I don't know how much I'm gonna wear it. I don't know if this color looks all that great on me, but I don't care because I made a freaking wrap dress and it doesn't look totally ugly. So those are all the things that I've already used. Let me talk about what I have that I haven't used yet, why I picked it up, and what I'm thinking. I have been on the lookout for the perfect orange, that perfect burnt orange that you can wear in the fall. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like the color of leaves. So I finally found the perfect color of burnt orange in Bedsheets. And it came as a set. So there is a flat sheet and a fitted sheet. It's queen size, and I think I paid $4 for it for both pieces, maybe $3. I can't remember if there's a pillowcase in here somewhere. The one downside with this is that it's a 50-50 blend, so there is some polyester in it, but because of the color and because of the hand feel, I was willing to kind of overlook that. But this is going to be for some sort of garment come next fall. I may get impatient and just make it in the summer because clothing has no season and you just wear whatever you want to wear anytime you want to wear it. We'll see, but I was so excited when I saw these hanging across the store. It was like a love affair brought together after decades apart, and they don't even know how much I am excited to work with them. I am not a huge pattern wearer, so I have been trying to push myself to pick up not only ginghams like this, but also florals. The next two things that I have are both florals. The first was this. This is 100% cotton, but the pattern on this was so almost delicate, and I like that no color really dominates the other colors. And it's got these light pinks and kind of this goldenrod. The greens are kind of a sagey, minty green, but I could see this very easily being almost like a sundress because it's light and has a really light hand feel to it. This would be really comfortable. Maybe I would be more likely to wear it if I made it myself. I'm gonna push myself out of my comfort zone with this just a little bit and force myself to look a little more girly. And then here's my other floral. This is the whole set, and this is just blue and gold flowers on a white background. I think it's a queen size set. I have no idea where it's from. It doesn't matter because it's really pretty. And again, I don't typically wear really pretty clothes. I don't think I look like a total slob all the time, but I would not classify my clothes as pretty. But I'm gonna try and be a little more pretty with my clothes. I'm still not doing my hair. I just refuse. I'm not gonna do that. We're getting to the end of this, I promise. I have another gingham that I picked up. This is a yellow small gingham. It is just a flat sheet. These are from JCPenney Home Collection. So I imagine that these are probably more on the vintage side because the tag looks pretty old. They're in really good condition. When I looked it over, there was no stains on it, no discoloration. There doesn't seem to be any wear on the hems anywhere. Again, I paid $1 for this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. This color doesn't always look great on me, but I could see making a quilt and using this as the back of it. And then finally, I have this red striped sateen, maybe? It is 100% cotton. It's a king size sheet and it's got these cool stripes to it. What I was going to do with this was make a full length skirt with really structured pleats in it for Christmas. Of course, I didn't get around to it. Christmas will come again. I don't have a whole lot of holiday wear stuff, but if I can make a really nice to the floor skirt with some big giant pockets, I can dress it up with anything green or white or whatever and be ready for the holidays. Even if it's just sitting around my house, maxi skirts feel like blankets, which is pretty cool. That's my collection of bed sheets, bed linens, pillowcases. And when you look at the whole collection together, the amount that I spent on it is stupidly low. I'll do some calculations and maybe put them over here just to give you an idea of how many yards total I have and how much I spent on all of that yardage. If you are trying to get into sewing like I am, thrifted bed sheets give you so many options for patterns and textures and weights for such a low price, keeping most of it out of landfills. I don't know. I feel like this whole video is ridiculous, and that's fine. Why not? Why not do a ridiculous video every once in a while? Thank you for tuning in. I still have a little bit of fabric to show off later. There will be a part 3 to this. If you didn't hate this video completely, like it, I guess, hitting subscribe really does help me. It lets me know that people are out there that are kind of interested in what I'm doing, which blows my mind. Thank you all. Happy sewing, I guess. I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye. Making YouTube videos is like 10% content creation. 90% fussing. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Why is this the hardest part? The getting started is the hardest part.